Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. It's the middle of the night, that is why I'm speaking a little bit in not in a very loud voice, not to wake up everyone. And just couldn't sleep, so I said, okay, so I will do a reading that I plan to do tomorrow, but tomorrow I hope I'll be able to sleep a little. Anyway, we are all waiting anxiously for the book by Tom Bauer about Meghan, and this book is promising us a lot of things and a lot of new revelations, and I just hope not to be disappointed by it like I was by other books that were published. Like even Lady C's book was not as revealing as I had hoped, and Samantha Markle's book was a real disappointment. So anyway, I was wondering whether or not this book will be such a big success, and will we find some new things about Meghan. So I will do another freestyle reading. This is a very old deck. I mean, it has been around for a long time, but I only got it today because it was quite expensive, and then I managed to get it in a lower price. So it is called Sun and Moon, and it's good that I checked this because there was one card inside. So the Sun and Moon Tarot, and it is exactly the right size that I need for my hands to shuffle. So I will ask a few questions and we'll see what we get. So first I'm going to clear the cards. Already used the Palo Santo to clear it. And first I'm going to ask is, will Tom Bauer's book be a success? Will Tom Bauer's book be a success? Will it be a success? So that will be my first card. And let's see what we get. And we get the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is a card that speaks about letting go. Whatever will be, will be. Let the universe do its course. It doesn't give us a clear answer whether or not it will be a success. It more tells us don't delve in it too much. The universe will decide. This card comes up when the process is not ready yet. So it looks like he hasn't finished his book yet, because if he hadn't finished the book yet, we would have gotten another card. When this card comes up, it means that the process or whatever we're talking about or what we're asking about is not ready yet, and we need to let to leave it and to just let universe do its work, just give up the struggle or the anxious wish of knowing whether it will be successful. But let's see if we will learn something new about Meghan. So will this book share new information about Meghan? Will we learn something new and damning about Meghan? will this book give us more information about Meghan? Now, it could be good information too, but I did add the word damning in that question to see what we will find, and we get the Hermit. Now, the Hermit speaks about going all the way to the truth. So, whether it will be damning or not damning, we will find all the truth. This is how I see this, because the Hermit is a card of someone who is going out to be in a solitary confinement, but out of his own will, because he wants to find the truth, and he is willing to do or to go all the way in order to find the truth. And this is just describing exactly what Tom Bauer is doing right now, and probably this is what he's still doing, still looking for information, still digging for information. But when the book comes out, we will know everything that he finds out. So we will probably find out the whole truth. Maybe not things that are bad for Meghan, but the whole truth. So now let's ask even more directly. Will this book harm Meghan? 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 Let's see if the tarot wants to give us an answer. And the card that we get is Ten of Cups. So yes, Ten of Cups is a card of a yes answer. Of course, it's a card of happiness, of abundance, but this is irrelevant here because we asked a yes or no question, and a ten of Cups is a clear yes answer. So this book will be harmful for Meghan. It will harm her in I don't know in what way, but it will. So I think that this is enough questions about this book. Let's see what the underlying energy does say about it. And we got the Justice. Now, justice is can be literally, okay, so this book will do justice and will give justice the opportunity to come out, but it also speaks about cutting out things that are unnecessary to your life, and maybe the justice that we're talking about is finally getting rid of her, because justice means cutting out the things that are disturbing us, that are not allowing us to go forward. And in this case, it could be her. So I will ask another question. So will this book lead to a divorce between Harry and Meghan? So will this book lead to Harry and Meghan's separation? Will it lead to their divorce? Will this book lead to Harry and Meghan's separation? Let's see what we get. And the card that I get is the King of Swords. So probably not, because the King of Swords is the king that is very much into family and very much cares about keeping his family. He is someone who needs everything to be equal around him. He is the appeaser. He is thriving into peace, and especially in the family arena. And I would say that no matter what truth we will find about Meghan, it won't make Harry give up the family and give up the relationship, because he is this is the archetype of a pacifier, of an appeaser, someone that will give up things in order to have peace around him, and he will be willing to give up quite a lot just to ensure that everything around him is peaceful. So this is the card about whether it will cause them to separate. But another question that I will ask is, will the book cause the royal family to take away their titles? And just let me take all those cards that went all over. And once again, will this book cause the royal family to remove the titles? Will this book cause the royal family to remove their titles? Will the book cause the royal family to remove those titles? Let's see what we get. And the card that I get is the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is also a yes answer to a yes or no question. Seven of Swords speaks about strategy, it speaks about planning, and they will understand that the strategy the best strategy is to take away the titles, to strip them completely so that she won't be able to use any title. This is, although, as I said many times, is the Seven of Swords is interpreted as a card of stealing and being untruthful, but this is a totally yes card for a yes or no question. So whether if the question was, will the titles be removed by the royal family, the answer is yes. And I specifically asked about the royal family and not anyone in specific, especially in the royal family, because we don't know who will be in charge when that happens. Now I'm going to use a deck that I used before. It's called the Literary Witch, and I like to use it when when we're talking about books, and I just need the book of the deck when I'm reading in this deck, because it's a complicated deck. It is divided into two sections. One is of authors, female authors, and every author has its own virtues and its own her own qualities. And then there is the actual tool that is the author's tool in order to complete her book or to do whatever she wants to do with the book. So although this is a male author, I am going to use it. So at first I'm going to ask, what kind of author will Tom Bauer be? So I'm clearing this part of the deck, and I'm asking, what kind of author will Tom Bauer be? What kind of author will Tom Bauer be? What kind of author Tom Bauer be? let's see what we get. And the card that I get is Joy Harjo, I don't know. And it says bravery. So I'm just going to look at the actual book to see if there's anything else to say about Joy. But okay, so Joy, I cannot pronounce her name. Joy Harjo. She was a common Greek. Okay, this is a Greek name. Okay, that means so brave. She's crazy. So this is someone who is fearless, someone who is very brave. She has a lot of courage, and this is the kind of woman that she was, and this is the kind of author that Tom Bauer will be. He will be brave. He will not back up and abstain from telling things that might be difficult to say. And he will not try to protect himself like other authors have in the past. Okay, so now let's see what kind of tool will he use. So first I'm going to clear this side of the deck. Okay, so what tool will Tom Bauer use? What tool will Tom Bauer use? What tool will Tom Bauer use? Okay, let's see what we get. And I get the ghost. Okay, and now I'm going to have to find and see what does the book say about the ghost. Okay, let's see. In the ABC okay, ghost, it's memories. What haunts you? Unfinished business. Okay, so he will use memories of other people, things that haunt other people, or let's say he will use Meghan's ghost, whatever unfinished business that she left. This will be a great tool for him to write his book. So this is it for the book of Tom Bauer, and I hope you liked it. And if you did, please like, subscribe, comment, etc. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.